Darren is a martial arts school owner, and he went from 31 members to 180 members in literally like 4 or 5 months. And I want to explain to you really quickly how this was actually done. Now, when I first spoke to Darren literally had 31 members, right? He'd had 31 members for 18 months. For whatever reason, couldn't grow, had a fantastic facility. Ring was amazing. Whole place said his logos everywhere. Like, it was just brilliant. At him, beautiful. In a leisure centre, it was gorgeous. Honestly, the facility, absolutely incredible. He had 31 members. Did not know why he couldn't grow. He said he bought a new ring. He thought all these different purchases would make him grow, and they didn't. I want to explain really quickly what Darren did to go from 31 members to 180. Also, Darren charges £70 per month. So if you're sitting there thinking, yeah, well, he might have grown fast, but I bet he only charges a little. No, he charges £70 per month and added 150 odd members in literally a matter of months. Now, the way that we did this was pretty simple. So Darren wasn't running any ads. He'd never run any Facebook ads properly before. Ran a little bit, but for whatever reason, just didn't feel like they worked. We came in, first of all, and we showed him straight away how to launch Facebook ads. Launch ads that actually work. What that gave Darren was a load of leads. Now, leads are just names, email addresses, and phone numbers. So if you go away right now and go and launch loads of Facebook ads and get leads, they don't mean anything. Leads are not going to pay you any money. And Darren is now £8,000 to £10,000 a month better off because of the members that he's got. So what a lot of martial arts schools do wrong, and a lot of marketers do wrong, is they focus on how do we get leads? We'll run some Facebook ads. We'll get loads of leads. But then those leads don't actually book in and they don't show up. So they don't give you any money. And I speak to people all the time who are working with marketers, and they're like, yeah, my marketer's great. He gets me loads of leads. But for whatever reason, they don't turn into bookings. And that's where most clubs are going wrong. From there, we gave Darren an automated system. Now, how that system worked was when a lead would come through, Darren didn't have to pick up the phone and call them or text them or anything. The system dropped them a message straight away. If they didn't reply, the system would continue following up with them to get a reply from them. What that did was it filtered out the time wasters from the ones that were great quality. Now, if we felt like we were still having too many people coming through that were not good quality, then we'd add some additional questions to the lead form to try and filter out the time wasters even more. In Darren's case, we added 1 or 2 questions because we wanted to make sure that the quality of the leads that were coming through was already good, and then the system on the back end chased them down, and then we got them booked in. From there, once they were booked in, confirmations and reminders were sent to make sure that that person actually showed up. I speak to so many martial arts school owners who tell me, no, I don't send any reminders. Maybe I'll send a text message if I have time. AKA, no, I don't send any reminders. I just hope people show up. The next thing we did was we left it down to Darren to give them, I don't think you can read my handwriting, a great class. That's what we left Darren to do. And Darren is an expert at giving people a brilliant class and making sure people have a good time. So we gave them a great class, made sure they had a great time. And then at the end of it, he said to them, hey, these are our options. Which one works best for you? And then they went and signed up, and then they gave Darren money. But that is it. That is literally it. There's no special secret formula that we're using when it comes to growing martial arts schools. Yes, we've got systems in place, but it's pretty easy and simple for you to understand. And you could realistically go away and implement the exact same thing. If you wanted to get people through the door today, you need to run Facebook ads that actually work and get lots of quality leads. If you don't know how to do that, then don't just guess and waste money. Come and work with somebody who actually knows how to do that. Next thing you need to do is follow up with those leads. When people come through, drop them a message. If they don't reply, give them a call. If they don't reply, send them a WhatsApp and just follow up with them to try and get them to reply. If you don't want to do that manually, once again, go and find someone who can teach you how to do that, or build a system that can automate that process. And then from there, when they want to get booked in, book them in, send confirmations, send reminders, get them to actually show up for the class, and then give them a good class. And most importantly, ask them to sign up. Because if you don't ask them to sign up at the end of the class, they're not going to sign up, which means you then need to manually follow up with them again after the class to try and get them to sign up. It's a lot easier to get them to sign up in the class on the day than it is to follow up with them afterwards. That's it. That's how we took Darren from 31 members to 180 members in literally a matter of months. We did the same for Brendan. Brendan added 127 members in 90 days. Ricky Locke added 50 members in the first month of working with us. Paul Gilmore's now at 1,100 members. My point is, it's not voodoo. It's not bloody rocket science. It's pretty simple. All we need to do is run good ads. When those leads come through, build a proper system that chases them down. And then when they get booked in, make sure they actually show up. And then when they show up, put the effort in to actually sign them. That's it. That's what we did for Darren. Hope that gives you some ideas of what you could potentially do to try and grow your club. Someone actually asked me the other day, they said, how did Darren actually grow so fast? So I thought I'd create a video just to explain it. Look, I make these videos for martial arts school owners because I genuinely want to help you add more members to your classes. If you pay me, great. If you don't pay me, also great. Regardless, as long as you're better off after watching my content, it makes me feel a hell of a lot better. And it just lets me know that I'm putting genuine good into the world. I hope that helps you. If it does, drop a like, subscribe, maybe even share this with a martial arts school owner who you know is struggling a little bit. That's everything. Have an absolutely amazing day. Peace.